Does your plate feel completely full, yet you still crave so much more? You still dream, you still have goals that you haven't even tapped into yet, and really you don't even know how they would fit into your already full schedule. If so, then I would love to introduce to you a concept that I am currently learning from my own life coach who introduced me to the amazing book, The Prosperous Coach by Litvin and Chandler. And in this book, they introduce the concept of slow down to speed up. Not only does slowing down to speed up preserve and protect our mental health, but it also helps fine-tune our long-term vision. So I would love to share with you 3 things that I'm currently working on to help me embrace this concept of slowing down to speed up. First thing, stop being busy. This is a big one because there was a time at work where I really equated busyness to productivity. So that means if I stay longer, I'm working harder, I'm getting more work done, I'm being a better example to my team. False, false, and false. Who wants to emulate a leader that always looks overworked and like they never complete anything because they always seem to have something else to do? Nobody wants that. When I was in that mode of doing, my mind was turned off. I wasn't even thinking. At the end of my day, someone could ask me, oh, what did you do today? Or how was your day? And I may not even be able to answer because I didn't remember. I was in autopilot. And the flip side of that was a season of my life where it felt like I didn't have anything going on except my thoughts, and I began to just overthink. I was standing still and I was overwhelmed by all of the thoughts of what I wanted to do, my dreams, my goals, things that seemed so out of reach because I wasn't doing them. And it caused me to beat myself up and to feel unmotivated and to feel lazy and to compare myself. And I needed to find a balance between doing and thinking. And that leads me to my second concept of creating value. You may have heard someone ask you, what's your why? I know I heard that many times before I really dug deep into how I could apply that into my life. When you find out what's your why, it really is the thing that keeps you going, and you can apply that to any activity, any relationship, any career or job in your life. So what I did was line by line, let me see where my time is going. Okay, let me explore this relationship. Is this relationship adding value to the both of us? Is this activity that I'm doing something that's creating value in my life? Or is it something that I'm just used to doing because I've always been doing it? I started getting specific about where I was spending my time and ensuring that it was creating value. Less about how much I was doing, more about the meaning behind what I was doing. And that leads to the third thing, which is trusting the process. What this is really believing in your impact. So when you hear slow down to speed up, I challenge you to get rid of the time frames and the time restrictions to where, okay, well, this is going to have to take me X amount of years, or, I plan on setting this goal by this date. How about you just erase it and you believe in your impact? And what this does is it creates space and it creates time for your creativity to flourish in ways that you wouldn't even imagine. The thing about creativity is that when it's stifled, many times it compares itself and it just doesn't happen. For myself, when I turn on social media or when I see people doing other things, I'm aware that subconsciously I can compare myself and I could say, oh, they're doing that in their business. Why haven't I done that? Well, how does that relate to what I'm doing? Well, if they're doing that, then what type of success does that? Listen, creativity is yours. No matter what you do that somebody else is doing, it's never the same. And that's why I don't subscribe to the saying, okay, I was the first this, or I was the first this, or nobody was doing that when I was doing. The thing is, nothing is new under the sun. Okay, we're in a cycle. So the way you do something, nobody else could ever do it, even if they try to. And it's when we create that space and time to really honor our unique creativity that we give it room to take on a life of its own. I encourage you to take on a life of your own through your creativity. And as we both enter this together, let's slow down to speed up.